Last Man In, episode number 135, with Cam and friend of the show, Matt.
Hi.
And no one else, not one other person. Greg is MIA the last couple weeks. Allegedly busy. Allegedly has stuff going on. We don't know. I don't know. We don't know what's going on with Greg. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't throw him under the bus. And then Dan's doing adult stuff. Dan's actually just trying to find a recording studio for Last Man In. Because wherever Dan goes in life, Greg and I follow. That's what's happening. It's called coattailing, if you didn't know. Yeah. So not too much happened, but although it's been 8 days since the last podcast,
Well,
which is great.
Trade Center happened. So
No,
there was some
exactly.
stuff,
That's what I got. I got the Trade Center Day trades. I have those, which is great.
which is nothing too exciting because
Well,
all the
we
good
can-
stuff happens before, but
Yeah.
we can still talk about it.
Yeah, we could exactly. We got to fill at least like 35 minutes is my goal today. It's like I know, like I remember one time where I forget who it was. It would have been Greg and I, but I think Greg maybe couldn't make it. Either way, I was contemplating trying to do a one-man podcast, and then I'm like, nope, I would diverge from the path, and I would never even. I would talk about a comic strip or something. They're like, guys, I'm reading a real good book. It's on bubblegum.
I was thinking about that.
so-
If I would have bailed today, what would you have done?
Well, then at that point, I would have attempted to get another guest for tomorrow. Like, I would have tried to do, I don't know, I can't do one. Like, I could probably carry my own, like, off my notes, I could carry myself for maybe 15 minutes. But then again, like, I'm just reading my notes, and, like, I haven't watched these Jets games.
That's why I'm here.
So, exactly. So it's like, with another person, the dynamic obviously completely changes because you're having a conversation. You don't sound like a crazy person. And you're not like, certain guys like who do podcasts, like 4-hour podcasts, and like they just, essentially it's like listening to an audiobook. This is boring. No one wants
Well, it's
that.
like that guy at 11 o'clock on TSN 1290. He just talks to himself.
Jeff O'Neill?
Not Jeff O'Neill. It's
Sound
1290. It's here. It's in Winnipeg. I don't know what his name is. He's on rated 11, but like...
Yeah. I know, I can see his face. I can't.
Yeah,
think of
I
it.
know what his face is too.
Oh, Rick Ralph.
Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
He just sits there and talks, and then it's kind of like he annoys me though.
Well,
Some
the
of
way
the
he
stuff
talks
he
is like,
says,
Shane Natty coming in 1 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
But like, it's always
it.
like, it's not even like an upflux or like an influx or anything. It's just like, it just trembles almost at the end. You're like, is this silent? We going to radio? What's going on? And then he'll start talking again. You're like, what the hell was that? Why'd you just give us 10 seconds of nothing?
Just terrible segues.
Yeah. Oh, brutal. But then again, like I'm not trying to poop on any of these sponsors at all, but it's like, oh, we got this big segment coming up by Chalupa Batman. Or like, oh, the Rona. That's a bad example.
Batman.
Yeah, but from the league. I don't know why I thought of that.
one.
But it's like, oh, the Rona Roundtable. And I'm like, have you ever gone into a Rona? First off, have you ever gone into a Rona?
Well, yeah, I used to work construction, so
Okay.
I had to.
Dang, yeah, we just talked about that. Okay. When you were in Rona, did sports even cross your mind apart from like the CFL sign at the front of the store?
Never. No.
Yeah, me neither.
I was thinking about wood. That sounded really gay.
No. Well, because, Rona's like, for those of you, I don't know if they have Rona in the States, do they? It's a big, it's like a Home Depot.
Yeah.
We have Home Depots here too.
Yeah.
I'm sure they got Rona.
They must have a
It's a
Rona.
supply store for like anything you want to build.
Anything
they
and
got
everything,
it.
yeah.
Except hard hats. They don't necessarily have
Oh.
great
So
selection
the
of hard
first
hats.
place you went?
Second place
okay.
I went. But the first place I went, I forgot to factor in that you have to wear a toque under a hard hat.
Well, if it's cold, yes.
Yeah, and I got it snug. And then I'm like, nope, I need a toque. And so I went and returned it and then got another one.
You just get those like weird earmuffs that people wear. Ever seen those? People that like.
Oh, yeah,
keep
the
their
U
hair
ones
nice.
that just go
And they
behind
just go
your-
around the neck,
Yeah.
like just behind your head.
But turns out it's where I am currently, just in related to the hard hat. It's there's heating indoors, so you're good to go.
Yeah,
So it's all right.
perfect.
Yeah, no, yeah. But I've always thought like construction hats. They were always so weird, but they're actually hard hats. They're actually surprisingly comfy.
They are very comfy. It's
yeah,
weird.
like super comfy.
Yeah.
And now I get like they always look silly, but like also you can hit your head dramatically, like significantly more because you've added like 3 inches to your height. And so like your height, but then like you just crank your head on things, and you're like, well, I'm glad I was wearing that helmet. Or is it because or the hard hat? Well, was it because of the hard hat?
Because of the hard hat.
But yeah, anyways, back to that.
Sports.
So yeah, it just sound back to sports. Thanks, Vrona. Damn you, Vrona. But anyways, so all right, we'll go oldest to newest then. The Jets actually are on a huge homestand. I didn't realize. Is this the longest of the year?
It might be. I'm
Because
not sure.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And they have another one tomorrow.
And then another one Saturday.
Yes.
And then I think another one. No, and then they're on the road. So 6-game homestand.
That's it?
No, wait, 7, because I'm not counting tomorrow. I forgot tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So they're hosting the Pens tomorrow. And then they
I'm at the game.
Nice.
Yes.
That's a lie. I've seen Kessel once with Toronto. He did snipe, but it was Toronto. Like, okay, hey, I love Toronto. But, like, Phil seems so much happier in Pittsburgh.
Well, he doesn't have to be the guy, and no one's asking him stupid questions. Well,
no one asks him any
Pierre's
questions.
asking him stupid questions, but...
Well, Pierre's fantastic, so that's different.
But, yeah, no one's asking him questions where he has to be all sad and salty.
It's crazy how, like, I mean, obviously Pittsburgh's a fantastic team, but, like...
Fantastically run.
They're very good franchise.
Yeah.
But, like, it's just, like, even, I'll just take away, like, Pittsburgh. When you're going from a situation that, like, yeah, you're good and you produce. But then you're suddenly going to a team where, like, you're not the guy, you still produce. But they can, like, Phil Kessel is clearly not a media person. And you can't not be a media person in Toronto.
Well, exactly.
Or in certain, like, Dion Phaneuf basically got ran out of town because of that and his contract. But, like, I would even say the media thing's a bigger deal than the contract.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm trying to think, any other place, like New York, but even when I think of the Rangers, like I think of, like, Lundqvist never says no to an interview, usually.
Yeah.
But they always have, like, a faces like Zuccarello every time does an interview. Kreider, always. Stepan, McDonough, Girardi. Actually, you know what? Every one of their guys do it now.
Well, last year, Dan Boyle told Brooksy to fuck off, essentially.
Oh, yeah, but that was because he requested before. He was like, I'm not doing this interview unless that guy's gone.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything.
You're never doing anything. You're an
You
asshole.
could literally just, like, you don't see Brooksy in the video, but you see Dan Boyle. You can hear the tone, and you're like, I can see his face right now. And he's like, I know you are. What am I? Like, just, like, egg baiting him. Like, and I know this because that's what I do to everybody in my life. Like, I just bait people.
You are Brooksy.
I know. I am the Brooksy to everyone in my life. And so, like, I know exactly what he's doing because that's what I do to everybody all the time. Like, no matter what.
I
Like,
know.
I've even
I've been
baited
a part
someone.
of it.
Who is it? I'm pretty sure it was. I'll say friend of the show, Kevin. I think it was. But either way, he's a Pens fan. I'm a Flyers fan. So we always argue. And I remember one time he was... Like, he literally came at me and, like, gave the Flyers a compliment. And I was like, nope, can't have it. And I went against the Flyers. And then I pissed him off. And then once he was pissed off, then I defended it. And he's like, what? And then I'm like, whoa, hey, don't come at me like that. Like, it's just ridiculous. I just like doing it. It's fun.
I know, you do it to me every day.
I know, every day.
It drives me
Oh,
I've
love it.
I've stopped texting you back because I'm like, no, I'm not dealing with this today.
You know what, actually, for the World Junior game, I watched it with... Well, Carrie and a few other people, but the few other people I hadn't watched a hockey game with before.
Oh, so they don't know who you really are.
And like I hadn't met 3 people in the room I hadn't met. No, 2 people in the room. Either way, I had never watched sports with them, so it's an unknown. And like, I don't know if you're a sports fan, like some people you can watch sports with, some you can't. Like I know for a fact I can't go. I'm trying to think. A few people I know, like I can't go watch sports with them and their family just based off like their views of, not like religious or anything, but like the way that they cheer for the team. I can't, like I'll just use the Jets as the example, the Super Jet, where like anything that Dustin Buffin does he can do no wrong. And it's, you have to understand, like you're really good at it, where you're like, okay, I get why he got called, that was bull crap, but I get why he got called. Them, they'd be up and screaming on their TV. I'm not going to name names, and they don't know who they are.
That's my dad.
Well, there you go. Then I can I'll never watch it. No. I'm pretty sure. Well, he already knows.
I do the same thing. I defend the ref's call when they do it, and I'm like, it was the Malkin hit. I defended Malkin in that situation because I didn't think it was that bad.
Because when you watch when you watch it full speed, I was like, oh, that's a doozer.
Yeah.
But I've also, again, being the Flyers fan, that's how he throws hits. Like, honest to God, I'm not trying to defend
He's a dirty
it.
player.
He's been doing it for years. But anyways, when you watch it in slow-mo, the initial contact is shoulder, then to face.
This is part of his shoulder. But
it slides across the body, right? So, but anyways, how did I even get on this? I'm trying to think. Watching sports, people, family, friends. Man, I had a point to this, and now it's gone. And someone's screaming, they're like, no! Oh yeah, World Juniors, sorry.
World Juniors, right.
So anyways, I'm watching a game. And everyone knows this. I love USA. Love USA.
Yes, we all know.
Just like not a lot.
We
of
all
stuff
have the picture.
Yeah, you've seen it. I've seen the
have
tweet.
it.
It's literally
I made
pinned,
a meme out of it.
Yeah, it's pinned at the top of my Twitter. You can see it. But so I was wearing my USA stuff underneath my Canada hoodie, and I was wearing my Canada hat.
Of course.
But like, I'm not a big fan of Matt Barzal.
Just in case you started losing, you know.
I was cheering for USA 100% the whole game. Like I didn't hide that. They knew that. But like I went full bore. Like every time Matt Barzal touched a puck, Matt Barzal and Matthew Joseph, I'm like, oh, here we go. Don't pass to anyone.
That was Barzal actually had a good game.
He had a fantastic game.
That gold medal game?
Truly? Oh,
that was the only game I appreciated him playing in, actually.
Yeah, but
the other games I hated.
But hey, I can't. Being me, I can't just switch.
No,
I mean it's already. I've committed. It's a tournament. I can't just. It's like in a playoff series. If Minnesota's hypothetically playing the Flyers in the Cup final and they beat the Flyers, I'm not going to be mad because I like the Wild. Yeah. Even though I'll totally, like the whole game, the whole series, I'm like, oh, the only guy I like on this team is Granlund. That's it. Everyone else can die. Like, but then the moment they lift a cup, I'm like, well deserved. I was with him the whole time. Like, I'll do that with that. But for Canada, it's just because it's patriotic, people go crazy.
Oh, so I'm one of those people. I love World Juniors because I love to watch Canada.
The best.
It's fantastic.
And I love Canada too, but because it was USA and I knew it was going to be a room full of Canada fans, I'm like, oh, I can't pass this up. I have to. And so like all game, I was like baiting them, and they were taking it, baiting. And then when USA lost, I literally took a picture. I'm like, Canada lost, sorry. When USA won, I was already, like, when overtime started, I walked around the corner, took my hoodie off, and they're like, we knew it, you monster, you turncoat. But anyways, when they won, I took a picture of the room, like, of everyone in the room, and, like, 6 of the 9 people are flipping me off. And I only knew, before the game, 4 of the people in the room. Yeah, but the moral of the story, and my point of the whole thing is, I haven't been invited back when they've watched hockey together, all those people. And they usually get together like once every 2 weeks for sure to watch a game.
So they were actually like a little mad.
Straight up, they were like, and I asked them, like, when I was hanging out with the people who I did know beforehand, I'm like, oh, you guys still watch hockey? They're like, yep. And I'm like, how come you don't invite me? They're like, they don't really have some nice words for you. And you don't hold, that was against your own country that you liked. They're not inviting you to the Jets that they really like and you really don't like. And I'm like, that's a safe point. And they're like, it's really for your own safety. And so everyone can enjoy the game without worrying about what some stupid prick is going to say next. Because it's true.
You know what? I don't doubt it at all. Though.
No, and like since then I literally sat back and I'm like, wait a second. I haven't been invited to many Jets viewing parties since. Or even before that. I'm going and I'm like, I haven't. The only person I've watched a Jet game with since, like, in TV-wise, is with Carrie. Like, that's it. But that's because Carrie and I just, like, talk the whole time. Well, like, with friends anyways. But you just talk the whole time.
Like whenever we go for wings.
Yeah. Like,
barely watching the game. You just kind of see a goal and you're like, oh, highlights.
Yeah, exactly.
Just watch replay.
So, yeah. But I just found that really funny that I'm like, I really, like... And I've ran into one of them since, and he's like... I'm like, oh, how's it going? He's like, good. So you, watching hockey? Like, and he like kind of like faded away from me, and I'm like, yes. And he's like, cool. Because like he knew that I knew that the reason why I wasn't getting invited anymore, but like that was our only common ground is hockey. So we still talked about hockey. It was funny. It was a very short conversation. I enjoyed it way more than he did, because like I was like, oh man, are you gonna have some people over watch Jets game again? He's like, oh, I don't know, I'm pretty. School, man. School. Like, it was just like, I'm like, no. There it is. Yeah. But, nonetheless, the Jets, they played 4 games since we last left off. Oldest to newest, they played the Minnesota Wild. They lost 6-5.
It was a better game than it was.
It was such a good game. Like, no. I'm not even saying because of, like, Granlund. Spoiler alert. So, I don't know if I've kept this saga going, but... I've attempted to see Michael Granlund in the Minnesota Wild 4 times since the Jets have come back. Every time before these 4 times, Granlund has been either injured, concussed, or sent down to the AHL. This is dating back now. Yeah, it's been a while. So, finally, I see him in warm-up, and I'm like, wait, Cameron, you saw Sami Vatanen in warm-up. Don't get excited just yet. And I was like, okay. And then he won the face-off. And then a couple shifts later, he scored on, I think, the first shot of the game on Hellebuck.
It would have been the second. It wasn't the first.
Okay, either way, his
But
second
it was
shift.
right away.
It was
right
quick.
away, yeah.
And I wasn't trying to be the obnoxious Wild fan. Because I'm not, like, honestly, I love watching Wild play. Like, I know they're boring and it's hilarious because I don't
Because you
like the
hate
Blues.
St. Louis.
But I think it's because I actually, like, I like a majority of the Wild. That's why. Like,
I don't hate the Wild. I should hate the Wild.
actually, I shouldn't use the
kill
word
the
hate.
Jets.
Because, like, hate means, like, I'm not ever watching it.
No,
It's
you
like,
hate the
I
Blues. You
but
hate the Blues.
I've watched. Oh no! See, then again, like I've watched Blues games, but with teams I like watching, like
Exactly.
Carolina.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I went on Carolina Columbus kick a couple weeks ago, or like 3 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, like a month ago. Carolina Columbus. I watched like 5 games in a week.
Carolina's going to be a good team.
Man, they're good now. But like,
they went on a bit of a
okay, they're
losing streak.
decent now.
Yeah.
But like, they're good. Yeah. But anyways, so watching this game, I was jacked up, and like, Granlund gets a pass, and like, he's in between the two D, and I'm like, split it. He splits the D, and I was standing up without realizing it, and then when he scored, I made like, you know those sounds that you make when you like scream because you're scared or something like that.
Yeah.
But you shouldn't make like that weird of a sound or anything like that. Well, I literally the sound I made was like, like I'm like, what was that, Cameron? And I'm standing up and like I turn around and there's like a whole family Wild fans behind me.
You started high-fiving, didn't you?
I didn't. I couldn't reach over the person and hit. I'm not going to be a dick like that because like I am infamously known when I go to concerts that I always get the too close guy. I don't know if you go to concerts very often,
No,
but
I don't.
at least when I go to concerts, I go on the floor and I always have someone, usually a dude, either super muscular or very sweaty.
Pushing up on you.
Yeah, for no reason. I'm like, dude, there's like plenty of space everywhere else. Please leave me alone. And they don't. They don't at all. And so, anyways, I didn't want to do that to someone, especially at a Jets game where you're paying someone's paying good money for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And so I didn't want to do that. But I was celebrating.
I was so surprised that whole game I did not receive one text from you, especially after Granlund scored. I was expecting. I was
See,
like,
when I go to games, I don't. I just watch the game.
Okay.
Because like I used to. Because in the second year, like when I still loved the Jets, but like in the first year I went to 21 out of the 40. No. Yeah, 21 out of 43 home games I went to, including 2 preseasons. But it's like I like burnt myself out almost, so I had to like pull back.
Yeah.
But then, like, I made it, like, I'm like, hey, I'm only going to see teams I haven't seen. And so then I checked that off the list. And now I don't usually, I'm lucky enough to know people who have tickets who offer them to me and take me to games, which is awesome. But I only, like, I'll go with someone and, like, I'm either talking to them or, like, I'll text in the intermission. But, like, my service in the MTS Center, it's actually,
garbage.
just for everyone, it's appalling. Considering
it's
a
called the
phone company.
MTS Center.
Yeah. Soon, hey, did you know that Bell, Canadian company for American listeners or whoever else, they bought out MTS. Yeah. Apparently, they might change the name, but they can't change it to the Bell Center because that's Montreal.
I don't think they'll change it.
No?
No.
But MTS isn't a company anymore. It'd be Bell.
No, but they're still using MTS, aren't they? It's still going to be called
Oh,
MTS.
is it? I didn't know that. I didn't know
it's
that. Okay.
Manitoba Telephone Service.
Oh,
so
then
they're gonna
please,
keep
good.
MTS,
Keep that then, good. Because I was like, oh, that'd be so bad. It's like, the Bell Arena! And you're like, oh, God, it makes us look so second rate already. Come on! These corridors suck. I hate those corridors. You can't go anywhere. But anyways, this game, Wild went up, what, 5-1?
Yeah.
5-2.
5-1 or 5-2.
Either way,
it was looking bad. It was.
Very bad. They pulled Hellebuck.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the one douchey thing I did all game. So the family behind me and the couple fans in front of me, Wild fans, obviously, when they were like, Pull Hellebuck! Put Hutch in! And then just spur the moment, like I wasn't even thinking about it, I just stood up and I'm like, put Hutch in! The Hutch is clutch! The Hutch is clutch! And I just kept repeating Hutch is clutch. I'm pretty sure I said it like 10 to 20 times in 30 seconds. And like, even my buddy who brought me to the game, like looked at me, he's like, are you done? Are you done? You've had enough? I'm never taking you to a game again. I hate you. And then after, and
well,
because
it's funny because we used to say that, like, was it the first year he was here when he was actually making it?
Yeah.
That was it. Hutch is clutch.
But now it's a joke.
Now it's a joke.
Hutch is clutch. Hutch is clutch. But then I was standing up, and that's when I knew, like, if the Jets started scoring, I was going to get it. And they made the couple beside my friend, every time the Jets scored, they'd lean over and be like, high five! And I'm like, fine. And I'd like reluctantly high five. I love high fives, and I reluctantly high five. Get away from me. How dare you? But I'm like, well, I did it to him. I did it. I deserved it. That's
Deserved
it.
it,
Yeah. So, what'd you notice in this game, at least? Like, you know what
The hangover. That.
Oh.
Canning,
Did you hear what
hangover.
because GM meetings are going on right now?
Yeah.
Apparently, they're trying to bring in like a few rules, like where you can repeat players in the shootout instead after 3 go, which would be sweet.
It'd be okay.
Another good idea.
You'll never
Just
have
get rid of the
You'll
shootout.
never have a Merrick Malik again, though. Merrick
You and your
Malik.
goddamn Merrick
Merrick
Malik.
Malik.
That's
Come
funny. I
on.
was just listening to a podcast, and that's the example they used. They were
Really?
like, but Merrick Malik, and the
It's
one
true,
guy said,
though.
"Merrick was come on." I don't know.
You
I
never
get-
have a depth defenseman.
Yeah,
who
but
come and make a move
if
like
you
that
have a
again.
shootout, just go long or not shootout. If you have overtime, go longer. Like
Well, if you have a 10
5
minute
minutes
3-on-3,
or yeah. I don't want to do the rookie, the Pee Wee thing because that's
yeah, no, it's
too confusing. Way
It's
too
too
com-
much. It's the NHL. We don't need.
And you know
stupid
what I
shit
don't
like
like about like when there's penalties in the NHL? Once that penalty ends, it's 4-on-4 again, which we've seen goals from
that. They
it
should
happen.
just blow it down right away.
But then I just thought of that too, and like obviously I thought of it, but like
As soon as it goes out to the neutral zone. And
oh,
it's-
that's a good one. Okay,
as soon
good,
as it's in the
good,
neutral
yeah.
zone, blow it down, go back to 3-on-3 because 4-on-4 is boring as shit now.
It's bad.
It's
yeah.
bad.
Goalies have adapted. Players have adapted.
Well,
They're
that's
good.
what I was watching TSN today, and Craig Button was like, just change it to 4-on-4 all the time. He wants the NHL to go 3 20-minute periods of 4-on-4. Because there's not enough room.
You're getting
That's
rid of
not
a whole.
hockey. You're getting rid of a player, essentially. You're getting rid of a position.
You're getting rid of a position, but you're expanding too. So I mean, you'd be even because like
What do you mean
Vegas is
expanding?
a team now, right? So.
No, they want to get rid of a player during the game.
Oh no, yeah, I know, but like you would literally that player would then go to like hypothetically would go. You're diluting the talent pool, is what
Well,
I'm getting.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't want that. No, I'd rather have 3-on-3. 10 minutes would be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but what I did notice in this game, Jets have the ability to come back in games. Like we all know this.
They're
have
the
the
polar
scoring
opposite
power.
of the Leafs.
What?
The Leafs
I
blow
know.
leads all the time.
Oh yeah, if Greg was here, he'd be screaming because he knows it. Like,
And the
I've
Jets
watched
just
Leafs
keep
games
coming
a ton.
back. And it's just incredible. Like, that first one, I was at the Carolina game. First game of the season.
Okay.
That comeback where Laine got his first goal to tie it up, I think it was. No, it was the second.
Against who?
Carolina. The first game of the year.
Oh, I was there too.
Yeah.
Man. Well,
That
that
was
place
good.
was loud.
That place was super
Very loud.
As soon as Laine scored, the place
Well, because
started
everyone
erupting.
was like, because they started on the road and he didn't score.
No, that was the first game of the year. All year.
Oh, it was first.
It was
Okay.
preseason. He did absolutely nothing.
Oh,
Like,
right.
absolutely
Because that
nothing.
happened
He
right.
was brutal in the preseason. It was a joke. Everyone was like, "Why did we draft this guy? What is he doing?"
Oh my
and
gosh.
And you understand, like,
You should have
he's got
drafted
some-
Ualavi, Jimmy B.
Well, even
No.
RV, but
Oh yeah,
the other
yeah,
one you go
God,
with.
of course.
But still, like, you look bad. Like Kyle
Yeah.
Connor looked lights out in the preseason, and now he's
Reverse
back
it.
in the.
They got hoodwinked.
Yeah.
They.
Yeah, it
You know
was
what?
crazy.
I bet you Lionel like said a Finnish like fable in his ear. He's like, no Finnish words too. I should be saying them. But anyways, whispered a Finnish fable, and it's like, and now I will have your score. And he poked his nose and took it. And yes, he said it like Gino. I will have a score. I am score. Like, but this when the Jets started coming back, I was like, man, it's over. It's over. And then 8 minutes. The Jets tied the game 5-5. 8 minutes left in the game, and they put Dubnyk in. And Jets fans are starting to try and do, at least at the arena, we're doing the tomahawk sieve chop.
Camper.
Like, yeah. Well, they were doing camp. Oh, that's what they were doing. But then, like, some guy to the left of me, like, just one section over, was like, you got nothing, Dubnyk, and like a few people around him, literally, it was instant. This one guy, like, gave him a look, and then I'm pretty sure someone tapped him on the shoulder. They're like, he's winning the Vezina. Stop! Don't bait him, please.
Don't bait him.
Don't.
Yeah,
Dubnyk's
don't
gonna
do it.
score in a breakaway. You can't. Well, he will. He'll do it. Like, it was hilarious. Like, he's like, what do you got, Dubnyk? And he went to go like, what do you? And he just sat down, like, real quick.
Oh wait, I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
Sit back
it
down.
was fantastic. So they ended up losing 6-5.
It wasn't a bad game,
A lot of people,
and
well,
like a lot
they
of
got
people
hung
lost
up.
their crap about how bad Hellebuck was, but he was left out to dry how many
Yeah.
times? 2 of those goals were breakaways, weren't they? Or there
Granlund's was a breakaway.
there was the one where
and
Granlund
one off
stopped
the
up.
backboards too.
Was there one off the backwards?
Oh, no, wait.
There
That
was
was
the
the
one where Granlund like stopped and literally like had enough time to shoot, faked the shot, passed it down low, and it banked off Hellebuck's
Yeah.
shoulder and went in. He had no chance on like 4 of those goals.
3 goals in this game. 2 for the Wild. No, Lowry scored a goal that went off the goalie's back. Granlund No, Granlund sniped.
Was it the Armia goal that we're talking
Yeah.
about? Where it bounced off the backboards, went over the net, hit Kemper right in the
Yep.
ass, and then bounced
That was
into the
right in
net. I was
front of
like,
me. That was the weirdest, like, weirdest goal I've ever seen, to my knowledge. I'm drawing a blank.
You remember who got the assist on that one? Your favorite player.
Wait, Shifley? Garbage man?
Garbage man.
Job in a dump truck. But you know, for that goal, like, I wasn't, like, obviously I had to do the reluctant high five, and the fans were going crazy, but I had a stupid grin on my face because I'm like, ooh, that's a goalie, that's a bad.
Oh,
like,
it's the worst.
Just, like, he was just like, Darcy Kemp was like, come on! Come on!
What are the odds of that bouncing just like that? Just coming back up right
was
over top
crazy.
of the net.
And then didn't it happen in another game, like, leading up?
Essentially, it happened in the Avalanche game. Trouba shot the puck. It went around the boards, and Trouba just kept skating. Blew by, I think it was Barbario.
Okay.
And then the puck was literally just sitting on the corner, and the goalie was like looking the other way, and he's just like...
Dropped it off.
Just
nice.
popped it in, and I was like, oh, okay. Nice, easy goal.
So, one last thing of note for the Wild game. Suter got injured.
Has he been back yet, or is he...
I don't know. I didn't look at it.
He
He came back for a shift and got an assist on the power play, which was hilarious, though, because in the arena and on TV, I know you could have heard it. It was loud. Suter got hit by Lowry. It wasn't, like, menacing or anything.
He didn't mean to hurt him.
No,
He
not
even,
at all.
like, stopped him,
Like,
like,
Lowry
"Hey."
straight up, after, like, he bumped in and just rubbed him out awkwardly, he stopped, and, like, there was a bit of a kerfuffle. Lowry got a penalty. No, he didn't get a penalty. Did he?
Yeah.
He did, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he got a 4-minute. No, 2-minute.
2-minute
Because
boarding or
Suter
whatever it was,
sat and then came out for the last, like, 30 seconds and got an assist because he scored. Every time Suter touched
Oh, it was
the
a
puck...
5-minute major.
Was it 5?
I think it was.
I thought it was a longer one. So
I will look it up.
yeah,
while
pull
we're
it up.
talking about it.
It's okay. But anyways, while you're looking it up, every time Suter touched the puck for the next, like, minute, the fans were going crazy, booing him. And I'm like, this is really weird. Usually you boo a guy who, like, hurts a guy on your team, not gets hurt, and then comes back. Like, of all guys. The one guy, 2 guys who were going at it in this game was Josh Shakes Morrissey and Jason Zucker.
Oh, it wasn't
wanted them to
Lowry.
fight so bad. Who was it?
Postma.
Post.
And it was a
my bad.
5-minute boarding major. Because he was hurt after. And I didn't think it was that bad of a hit, but
I missed
it's the injury thing, right?
I saw the rub out. I missed the initial contact.
Yeah.
At least at the game, but that's because I'm looking everywhere else. Before I lose this thought, we had mentioned the hangover, like in terms of having the week off. Well, at the GM meetings, apart from like proposing a few things with the shootout, one of the things that floating around is all of the Eastern Conference will get a week off, and then all of the
it'd be
West will
so
get a
much
week off.
better.
Yeah,
So
like
smart.
that. Because they're not eliminating it, but it's like, you know what?
Well, they need it.
Everyone in your division, everyone in your conference, done for a week. And they'll be back to back. They're not going to be like 3 weeks apart. It's going to be like, okay, you get 6 days, or it's
5 days.
5. You get 5, you get 5. It's like back to back.
And then you're not
Perfect.
really missing out that much hockey.
And you know what you do? You do it from a Monday to a Friday too. You don't, well, obviously, I guess, so you don't lose out on weekend revenue. Like, perfect.
Makes sense.
That's fantastic. I thought when I heard that on the radio today, I'm like, oh, definitely do
You
that.
just have a couple of Eastern Conference teams playing 3 games in a week, so that there's still lots of hockey to play.
Yeah, well, I still don't like this. I'm with Greg. Like, Greg and I, I'm pretty sure we're totally against this. Like, because of this week-long break, you get schedules like the Jets started the season.
Well, the World
which
Cup of
is
Hockey
the
hurt it
worst.
too.
Oh yeah,
Because
right.
they started late because of the World Cup of
I
Hockey.
didn't
So
realize
there's
that.
also that.
Okay.
It's not just this week break. Because the week break, if you think about it, how much time
I
are
totally
they really
forgot
using
about
up?
World Cup.
The
which
World Cup screwed us up too.
Did I watch even a full game? I don't think so.
I did. I think I watched all but one game and
I think I watched the Europe preseason game where they got thumped.
against North America.
Yeah, that one
Yeah,
for sure.
that was a good one.
Actually, I lie. I watched the North America one where they thought they won.
Oh,
overtime one?
the Swedish,
Like
the
the
Sweden one.
Yeah.
Against Sweden.
That was
yeah.
probably-
where they thought they got in because they won, but
Yeah.
they needed Russia to lose to Finland, who didn't win
Yeah.
a friggin' game all.
Yeah. Thanks, Finland.
They have had a
Patrick Line.
ever since they won that World Junior. Well, actually, no, I shouldn't say that because they're in the finals for the World Championship. But ever
Yeah.
since that World, they have not been too good like internationally. Like their junior team was in the relegation rounds this
Yeah,
year.
well,
which
but
is
that's because
incredible.
their best. They
Hey,
just have strong.
Do
no,
not,
no, no, no,
do
no.
not use that argument with me.
No,
'cause
no.
Canada
I was going to
loses
say
a lot
there's.
more players.
I was going to say there's strong birth years.
Okay.
Like in European countries, it's not like Canada where we literally year after year we breed top quality hockey players. European countries and not that big of countries have strong birth years, and 98 just so happened to be 98, 97 were pretty strong birth years to begin with.
Yeah.
And so because of that, right now you're in the... They're not going to do great at the men level because they're still kind of young. But those young guys are too old to play with the young kids. So right now you're in the in-between. Like, I'm going to say, would the Olympics be next year?
It is next year, yeah. If the NHL is.
You know what? I'll
big...
use World Cup as the example then, because that sounds like it's going to happen again. I would say, you know what? I'll say 3 to 4 years, Finland's going to be real good again. Like, probably semifinals, final good again.
Well, if you look at if you have that top line,
even at Aho, Puljujärvi.
Yeah, if you have that in 3 or 4 years, it's still a top line at just the Olympics or World Cup or whatever.
Oh, and you know,
never mind just World Juniors.
And Mikael Granlund will still be there.
Well, exactly,
because he's only 4 years older than
Granlund, and
he's born '93.
Rantanen will be there.
Mikael Rantanen, fantastic.
Like they have some good talent. It's just they're really young.
Ristolainen, I forgot how decent he was. He's pretty good.
Oh, he was going after Crosby last game.
I didn't notice. I'm not saying it because of that. I didn't notice that. I'm just saying, like,
he's a big boy too.
Usually in highlights with Sabres, they don't have many players.
Well, they have Eichel.
And so, well, yeah. But besides Eichel, like, Rasmus is usually the guy bombing it from the point.
Yeah.
And it seems like Bogo's still taking penalty after penalty. So,
I know what, I miss Bogo. I miss the Bogo smash where like he'd jump in front of a player and then just like punch them in the chest and then they just drop.
He had this dog look too, like he doesn't look like a dog, but like it's like he's like his face would just get this look like, oh, you're like, oh, he's lining up a hit. he's gonna hit that guy for sure, 100%. Yeah. So the next game the Jets played, they beat the Blues 3-0, which is huge for their playoff push. Were you at the game?
It doesn't matter.
No,
the playoff push doesn't matter.
No. Okay, well then let's finish, and I'm gonna ask you about that. They beat the Avs 6-1. Which is my favorite.
That was a good game.
Because...
Except for I got bored of it, actually, because I don't like games to be that out of hand. Because it was 6-0 until 15 seconds left, which I'm kind of pissed off that the Jets couldn't get Hellebuck another shutout.
Why? Who? Did they stop playing defense for like 30 seconds? I didn't see the highlights.
Instead of like killing the play in the corner or something, or down low against the boards, they tried to chip it out.
Nice.
Got to the point, someone shot it, Landeskog got like a high tip of the high slot, and it totally went like... Hellebuck was going right, and the puck just dipped to the left. It was like, see you, and went right in the net. And it's like,
good day.
15 seconds, you could have got Hellebuck another shutout.
Yeah.
Like, and for how much people ride on our goaltending.
How many shutties does he have this year?
4 or 5.
Well, if it's 4, maybe he's got like a 5 shutout bonus, and they told him to. Because apparently, word on the street, and by word on the street I mean the internet, not even sourceful whatsoever. Actually, I've just read this on like Jets fan Reddit, or wherever it is. This is all very alleged and very like hit or miss. I don't think it's real, but just to go with your saying, or to go with like the stats and like my conspiracy theory. Right. Apparently, Chevy's not the issue with making moves and whatnot. It's Mr. Chipman who's the cheap guy and not committing to stuff like that. And so maybe Chipman's like, hey, who put that clause in his contract? 5 shutouts. You guys, beg skate if he gets 5 shutouts. Basically what I'm getting at.
I don't think that's a thing whatsoever.
I think it is. I'm with it.
Do you know who their owner is? He's the richest man in friggin'
Yeah, but
Canada.
Chipman's also an
Canada.
owner too. I know that. David Thompson. I know who he is. He doesn't look like a guy who'd want to own a hockey team. So, sorry, I got distracted. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. He looks so weird. Like, he looks straight up like David Thompson's awesome. If I ever want to meet him, I don't want to burn this bridge.
He does not look like a billionaire.
He doesn't look like a billionaire. He looks like a guy who, like, enjoys a nice tea on a Sunday afternoon with a good book. Like, he's not a guy who's going to be watching football on Sundays.
No.
He might be at the Jets game, but he'll be there with his book and a nice chamomile tea. Have you ever had tea? Well, I guess that's one thing the Jets don't have, actually, compared to other arenas that I've noticed. All of their food is like, it's outsourced. It's not like, basically what I'm trying to get at is at the MTS Center, they don't have like a staple food item. Like they have like alleged Scheifele burger. It's a straight up, it's a burger with the whole wheat bun. If Scheifele had any input on that, I know it was a whole wheat bun because he's healthy. And you know what? It ruined it. If it was a white patty and they're like, Scheifele burger, I'd be like, yeah, plain Jane. That's what he is. Just kidding. But seriously, like, it's a nothing burger. And so, like, when you go to Dallas, they have the Kling burger. When you go to Calgary, they probably have, like, the Calgary Stampede Barbecue Bad Boy burger. I don't know. I've never been to a Flames game, so I don't know. That'd be awesome if they did have that. If anyone's in Calgary, please tell me.
Like the Monahan man burger.
Yeah!
It's just huge.
Yeah, like
For a man.
we all know, like we've done this plenty of times. We all know if like Greg, me, Dan, even you had like a say in the menu, there's for sure going to be Patan's Peter.
Oh.
Like
Patan's Peter.
Buff's Big Hog. These are all variants of sausages. Chase DeLeo's chorizo treat. That's a spicy Italian sausage, you know. We got
So literally, you're only going to be eating hot dogs when you go there.
Yeah, Comrie's. It's a football game. It's a hockey game. Comrie's chips. What do we need? We need. I'm trying to think of like a liquid. Yeah, a liquid wet. A flavored wet. What would a flavored wet be? Wheeler's wet treat.
Wet treat.
There you go. There it is. It's Kool-Aid. It's blue Kool-Aid. Wheeler's wet treat. Spelled W-H-E-T. Wet treat. Hold on, I need one more, then we could go. I'm trying to think. Thorburns Tacos. There you go.
Tacos.
No, Thorburns Tapas. It's like an appetizer. No, that's the whole menu. Thorburns Tapas, and then all those guys down below. Boom. There we go.
Oh, God.
But anyways, I just wish the MTS Center had something cool and neat like that. But I'll move on. They played the Sharks. They lost 3-2. This was played yesterday.
3-2? Oh, yes, it was, because of the empty netter.
It was an empty netter.
That's the thing that I don't get about Winnipeg is
What?
I was listening this morning.
I
on the
didn't
radio.
watch a minute of the game.
Okay, well, no, Talbot didn't play bad.
Okay?
The first thing I hear on the radio is someone calling and go, "We need to fix our goaltending." I'm like, if you not watched the last 3 games where he had a shutout, he was 15 seconds away from a shutout, and he played the Sharks, who have one of the best offenses in the league. They have 4 guys with 20 goals this year, yet you're going to sit there and tell me he played terrible last night?
Wait, who are the 4 guys? Hold on, let me see if I can name. Okay, Burns, obviously. Little Joe. Marlowe. Couture?
Yeah.
Oh,
those are
okay.
the 4.
Okay, my question was on Couture because I would have gone to
I
Thornton.
think he
but Thornton
just got
doesn't-
20.
But Thornton, you told me this.
Yes.
That he hit 1,000 career
Oh, of course he did, because it's the Jets, and we just milestones for days. It's never for us. It's always against us.
That's like, oh, when I was at the Wild game, they had like this trivia. It was like, oh, this Winnipeg Jet player scored 5 goals in 1 game. Which team did he score it on? Before they put the options up, I'm like, it's the Flyers. It has to be. Look at this guy's a nobody. Oh no, there was blank player put up five goals against the Philadelphia Flyers, and it was like Dale Howardchuk, Timu Solani, name I've never heard in my life.
I know. A name you never heard in your life?
Okay, fine. It was like a name I hear maybe once a year.
Just wondering who was it? Not who was it, but was it the guy? Was that the guy who won?
Yeah, straight up.
Oh
yeah. No, when they pointed down, I'm like, oh, it's B, and everyone's like, no, it's Howardchuk, and I'm like, no, it's B, and my friend, my buddy, leads over and he's like, why are you so convinced it's B? I'm like, I'm a Flyers fan. The weirdest, stupidest stats happen against the Flyers. Oh, remember that game in year 1? One of the greatest games of ever Jets history.
Is it the 9-8 game?
Yeah. And it's not even a great game. That's a terrible game. But guess what? In great Jets games of history, that one's going to be it because everyone remembered that. 9-8.
That was an afternoon game, wasn't it?
No, it was an early morning. No, it was a earlier game.
I thought it was a daytime game because I was at work and a bunch of of the guys on my other hockey team.
Yep.
Went out, and this includes my dad. Yeah. Went out to taps to drink, and I was sitting there going like, oh, I wish I could be there drinking with all my friends. Yeah. And nope. And I'm like, it can't be that good of a game. 9-8. Thanks.
Well,
Thanks for work.
Oh, it's fantastic. I remember when was this? No, that was that game. Dan and I recorded the game, and we shut our phones off. We avoided spoilers because we both worked separately. And then we got together, Dan and his girlfriend at the time, his then girlfriend, I guess. And then we had another friend, and they both watched the game, so they knew the score. And so they were giggling. They were like, oh, did you see the score of the game? And we're like, no, we didn't. And then they were like, are you serious? We're like, nope, not at all. And, that's the greatest game I've ever, recorded and watched. I've recorded, playoff games and whatnot, no one told me the score and all this. hands down the best hockey game I've ever watched recorded because it was unbelievable. Like, Dan and I didn't think it happened. Like, we
It's
thought
like
we were
a
getting,
game-
like...
It's like a goal every 4 minutes. It essentially was
It's
what it
great.
was, wasn't it? Like, because there was, 17 goals? It's 9 and 8, right? Yeah, 17.
And on the Jets side, I think 7 of the 9 goals... No, the Jets lost. No, they won.
They won,
Yeah, 7 of the 9 goals, I think, could be wrong on this stat, were different players.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, everyone got a turn. It was crazy. It was just like, all right, who doesn't have a goal? Yeah, we have 2 games left in the season. Like, just beer league type deal. Who needs a goal? Okay, Tommy. Everyone, 3 passes, then to Tommy. Tommy's the only guy who's allowed to shoot. This is rec league hockey. Like, that's what it was. It was awesome.
Yeah.
So, but in the Sharks, yeah, did they just let the game get out of hand? Or
No, it
did
was
they
a
just,
close
like,
game the whole time.
Until the last...
Until Line was on the point on the power play.
Yeah, okay.
And didn't misplay it, but made an ill-advised pass.
Okay.
Ended up getting broken up, and I think it was Bodker came down on a breakaway and put it top shelf on Hellebuck. You gonna blame Hellebuck for a breakaway that goes top shelf? I don't know.
Nope. See, and it's hard to hang your goal, especially because you have to factor in, obviously, you're a goalie, but, like, they were on the power play, right?
Yeah.
So when you're probably watching, you're probably like, I don't know, maybe you can, like, snap into it real quick. You're an NHL goalie, you should be able to. But
even
like,
when you're not,
you don't
it's
expect,
snapping. You don't expect a breakaway.
especially a player of Liney's caliber, to cough up a puck on a power play.
He's
let
a
alone
rookie. It happens, right?
Everybody does it.
But you know what people don't understand?
What's that?
Is that Hellebuck's a fucking rookie.
Well, is he?
Yes, he is. He's a rookie.
Yeah, okay, yeah. No, I'm just trying to think back, like...
How many games he played last year?
Yeah, which I don't remember.
It was under
being a
25.
lot.
He was under 25. So
Well, Matt Murray's considered a rookie.
Right,
He's
exactly.
won a Stanley Cup. He's won a cup.
If you want to talk about rookie of the year, it should be him.
You know,
Him or
I think I'm going to
Werenski.
join. I think I'm going to join Brian on Team Chaos with Matt Murray or Werenski because I'm tired of the debate. I don't want it to. I want it to end.
If you want it to be most important to your team, it's got to be one of those two.
Well, Matt Murray or Werenski?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. And there's actually a comment I can read off after.
With last year with Panarin and who was the other one? Your guy, Ghost.
Ghost Bear. Yeah.
If you want to compare the two and who had the better season last year, it was Ghost Despair for sure. Compared to Panarin, who was playing with Kane.
Oh, you know what, Kate?
If you want to compare the two, friggin' Ghost Despair literally put the Flyers on his back and was like, "Come on, guys, follow me. We're going to the playoffs."
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
how many?
they were
you know what,
terrible until
I'm
he
ashamed of
started
myself.
playing.
I'm ashamed for not knowing the exact number, but his point streak was madness.
Exactly.
Like when it went to overtime, when they're in Toronto, and I'm like, oh no, nope, they're not in Toronto. They were playing Toronto, but it goes to overtime, and I'm like, oh, the streak's over. Streak's over. And then Voracek streaking down the wing. He's like, coming in! Coming in! And he pulled both guys to him. And I'm like, wait, Ghost is there? Ghost is there? Make that pass, baby! And he pulls up. Perfect. Boom. Just sauces it. And it's like, and like I'm watching on my phone, waiting for my sister who's in Shoppers Drug Mart getting snacks. I'm on my phone sitting there, and I'm like, put it in, put it in, and he hits it, goes in, and I literally was like, yeah, and I just smashed the dashboard. I didn't even look around. I didn't care if anyone saw, and I was jacked. And then I remember where I went. I'm like, guys, did you see? The streak is alive! And they're like, we're not even watching hockey. And I'm like, but the streak is alive! Like, exactly. Like, for moments like that. But you know what's great, though?
I was doing that the other day, too. I was driving to hockey, and the Jets game was still on.
And Liney scored?
Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. What I'm coming around to, which I shouldn't be such a hater for Liney, because I'm slowly coming around.
It was the hat trick. That's what it was. It was his last hat trick that he got. The last hat trick Liney got?
Yep.
I was driving to
okay.
hockey because I was running late because I wanted to watch the end of the game. And
Yeah,
all
of course.
a sudden,
Naturally.
it was late. They got the first empty netter. I'm like, hey, game's over. I had to rush to hockey.
Yeah.
And I just turned on TSN radio. I'm just listening. And the Liney shoots, and I was like, no. Yeah! Hat trick!
Well, and what I'm coming around to, what I like a lot about, like, rookies nowadays, is just like, or even good guys on your team, is moments. Like, that Ghost Bear moment, like, this season, yeah, sure, like, Newver's played out of his mind that one playoff game to win them the game, and then they got tossed the next game.
Yeah.
Sure, that happens. But, like, that moment doesn't happen if Ghost Bear doesn't come in the lineup. So it's like, I know it kind of sucks and you shouldn't count it on that, but if it does, I would definitely, I think I'm joining Team Chaos. And like Matt Murray's, 23 years old. He's played 30 games. He has 23 wins last time I checked.
It's crazy.
Madness. And of course, he's a Pen, so I mean, I get to see him a lot. I should hate the Pen. Like, I'm the worst sports fan. Like, as a Vikings fan, I love Aaron Rodgers. The only team I really don't like that's like a direct rival would be the Dodgers to the San Francisco San Fran Giants. But that's only because I haven't learned of the Dodgers, else I'm sure I wouldn't dislike them.
Yeah.
But I just haven't put that much time into it. But what else was I going to say? Oh, speaking of Laine got named Rookie of the Month.
Yeah.
For February. Because I guess he tore it up.
And he had his break during that time, so that's pretty good. Because he had that week break.
But he was on his streak in that break.
He was
So
good. He was good.
That
It was a good one for him.
Yeah, you know what? Like when I see Laine get the puck on TV, I'm like, no.
Something's gonna happen.
Stop this hype train. But when I'm in person, I'm like, all right, let it rip.
You want to
Let them eat cake. Because the fans go crazy. Like way crazier for Laine than anyone else.
Well,
from
you know what? I
heard.
used to when you went to the games last year.
Yeah.
Like at the games.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning of the games when like they announced who's starting. Whenever Bufflin started, that friggin' that isn't just erupt. And now it's not Bufflin anymore. It is Trouba who gets a tremendous applause, and it's Laine who is just super like beyond loud. Like every time they're announced.
And Josh Morrissey just kind of like, I'm here as well, guys. It's okay. His goal! Woo!
Did you watch
Hey,
the goal?
man!
Yeah,
Oh, I know, because he texted, you're like, shakes! And I'm like, no, he didn't. You're like, he did! And then I waited like a couple minutes for, shout out to the people who make GIFs on Twitter. They're the best.
Oh yeah.
I love it. I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted. Just a Morrissey goal. I didn't want to wait 2 minutes and watch an ad. I just want to see it. Perfect. What else was I going to say? Oh, Andre Pavlik closed down for the season with a season-ending knee surgery. So,
He had a scope done on his knee.
but
Which
it's
apparently
surgery.
he wanted it done. The team didn't want it done.
Oh.
That's what I'm hearing.
Well, at least based off these, it's 3 to 4 weeks, which would mean.
It's supposed to be 2 to 3 weeks, but because he's a goalie, it's supposed to be different because he's got to get his
Okay.
movements back.
Well,
is what Pomo was saying.
that timeline, I think Pavlik's played his last game as a Jet.
I think he has to.
I think that's what's happened.
Thank God.
Yeah.
It's over.
It's over.
Finally.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull up, and we'll go over...
Did you
the
want to talk about how I
Go.
don't think that the Jets are going to make the playoffs?
Oh, my goodness. See, yeah, that's why you're here. I know I'm the worst host. And, like, we've literally talked for, 40-some-odd minutes about the Jets now.
Wow, that's...
Which is the most ever.
That's the
But
most
that's
ever
okay.
by this podcast, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I know. I feel the heat.
I was looking at the remaining schedule for the Blues, who have, I think, 3 games in hand now.
I actually have the schedule right here, so I'll pull it up.
Just tell me how many more games they've played.
How many more games they've played? Okay.
Like, how many games left? Like, just how many games left
Okay.
do they have?
Okay, well, I'll just do it this way because I don't know how to do quick math. St. Louis has played 64 games, and they have 69 points. Winnipeg has 67 games played, 66 points.
Okay, so
3
they
points
played-
back, and St. Louis... St.
Louis has
3 and
3 games
3
in hand.
3 and 3.
Yeah.
3
okay.
points more, three in hand.
They have 12 points essentially given to them. Because they have 3 games against Colorado still. And they
You
also
can't
have...
fault them for the schedule.
I'm not faulting them
Okay.
for the schedule. I'm just saying I think it's
Okay,
over.
so
I think the Jets' hopes are
that's
done.
6 points, though. Where's
That's
the
6
other
points.
3 games?
They have 3 against Arizona as well.
Oh.
And they also have 1 against Carolina, who has been playing shitty lately.
Yeah.
So you essentially have 12 to 14 points. They're just like, here you go. This is yours.
If you put in a little bit of effort, this is all yours.
Which, it just goes to show that they've had tougher competition to this point
Oh,
because they
definitely.
haven't played Colorado or Arizona that much.
Yeah.
But still, it's over.
Yeah.
The Jets would have to play out of their mind and would have to hope that St. Louis falters in some way. They would have, and which they have been lately because I think they're 1-5 in their last, or 1-6 in their last 7 or something like that. And their only win is to Colorado.
But and even then, say if the Jets play out of their mind, but they fall short a few points. It's like the Jets, they're going to fault themselves because they've given up games to Colorado and or games like with the Wild where it's like they let it get it out of hand, but then they got it they tied
Got
it
it back.
and then that I know we talked so much about the Wild game, but that game winning goal, that was real weird. I was gonna say bad, but weird.
So-
Like I mean Zucker 5-hole I think on Hutch. He got forced to the outside, which I thought was a weird decision.
Blocker on
Okay.
him, but I could be wrong.
I know, I have a terrible
don't know.
memory.
It's been
You're
a
probably
week.
the one who's right.
It's been
to
a
be
week,
honest.
so I don't know.
Yeah.
I drink too much to remember the shit.
That's okay. So, okay, I got the remaining trades that we missed. So I'll just go over. I'll just say the notable ones. Yannick Hansen became a Shark.
That's a weird one to me because they have to protect him now.
For Nikolai Goldobin and a fourth rounder for 2017.
And Goldobin's playing on their second line now.
He scored his first game.
Yeah, and now he's on their second line.
With Vancouver.
But still, like you're giving up Yannick Hansen, who's a third liner at best.
But Yannick Hansen, what I didn't realize is he's played his entire career in Vancouver.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. What happened to Nicholas Jensen? He was like a highly touted. He was like the Ehlers before Ehlers.
Really? I don't think I've ever heard of him.
From Denmark too. I don't know. Maybe that's just because I know I look too much into stuff. Montreal acquired Steve Ott for a 6th round pick,
And they acquired Jordy Ben too, and someone else, Dwight King, as well.
which is a
What do you-
travesty. What are you doing, Kings?
You need. King's getting rid of King.
So
He's so pissed off he can't even speak.
my goodness. Oh,
But I don't. They need more scoring. What do? You go get fourth line grinders that can't score.
it's Claude Julien. He needs the big guys to protect the scoring to open up the ice for the other guys. Is what I think he's doing.
I don't like it.
It's silly.
They should have went and got
I'm
Duchesne.
with you.
That's what they should have done.
I'm with you all the way.
They have 2 years to win. That's what Montreal has, is 2 years to win. As soon as Price's contract is up and Pacioretty's contract is up, which I think they're both in 2 years. Pacioretty might be 3. But I could be wrong.
Either
But
way.
Carey Price is going to need some big coin. And guess what? Radulov, he's going to demand more than $6 million next year because he's played very well. And I think Galchenyuk's contract is up the same time as Carey Price's. Galchenyuk's only making 2.5 right now. He's going to be demanding
He's your
6 to
top
7.
line center, and he's going to be like, "Hey, you guys, Mark Scheifele." They're like, "What about him?" He's like, "Mark Scheifele."
He's going to want more money than Mark Scheifele because Mark Scheifele's on a friggin' contract and a half now. Like, for what he's doing, I know you don't like him.
No. I wasn't going to rebuttal. I'm going to say like that's why I'm saying Scheifele. That's clearly like right around there is what he wants.
That'd be the lowest I think he'd want to get is Scheifele money.
What is Scheifele money? I'm drawing blank. Is it 5.75 or is it 6?
6 exactly, but for 8 years, where everyone else signed 7 years for just over 6. Like McKinnon, I think is 6.125, 7 years, and compare those two.
Scheifele's okay with the second best boat on the lake.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Yeah.
He's okay.
But he's pulling in the most fish, so it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Clearly with all his points there, but no, yeah. Like I would. They're in some trouble. Win now. Steve Ott is the answer.
Well, yeah, and why not go and get a guy like Duchesne? You don't have time to wait around. You have 2 years. Markov's, I think, done next year. So that's why they didn't want to trade Sergachev. But if Sergachev doesn't come in next year, what was the point of keeping him? Because your window's gone.
And here's the...
It's close.
This is telling, too, of... Okay, so they changed coaches. Now, anything that happens, it's Bergevin.
Yeah.
It's Bergevin, clearly. Oh! Matic GM meetings, Bergevin picked up a potted plant, walked past reporters. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Florida acquired Thomas Vanek for Dylan McElrath, Winnipeg, and a 2017 third rounder.
That is a deal and a half. If you think about it, like you're
Florida
literally
are
getting
they
rid
in
of
the playoffs?
McElrath. Florida?
Yeah.
They're trying to get in.
Okay.
I think right now they're...
Is it down to Tampa and Florida against each other? Like
there's 5 teams within
3
points right there. Like I'll bring that
because
up
every
too
time
while we're talking
the
about it.
Flyers lose, they're like, "Oh, sell it, it's over." But every time they win, they're like, "We're like 2 wins away, guys. 2 wins, we're there." And I'm like, "Enough of this game. Toss it in. Tank
I
the
can tell you
nation."
exactly who's right in that area. Okay, so the Islanders are in right now. As of right now, this very moment,
Okay.
the Islanders have 71 points, 64 games played.
Okay.
Toronto is right below them, 70 points, 64 games, but they're all 64 except for Tampa, 65.
Okay. Just say the top 3 teams, like going for the wild card, like wild card included. And then
It's all the way
three
down to there's 5 teams going for it that are all within 3 points. So it's Toronto 70, Florida 69, Tampa 69, and Philly is 68. So they all still have a chance because it's just crazy. But
Stop doing this to me Philly. Every year.
Every year.
Just once, I want to go into trade deadline and be like, "No, they're already in the playoffs. They're fine. They're fine."
never. Hey, they always
got
get
it
hot
at
around
the
this
start.
time. You can hope. Come on.
Oh, they signed Newverth. 2-year deal.
Yeah, they did.
So
I guess
Steve
Mason's
Mason's gone. I don't know. Weird. I should know this, but even like beat writers for the Flyers are like, we're not. They might just sign Mason too. We don't know what they want right now.
Well, why not? Why wouldn't they go after a guy like Bishop?
Or maybe Jonathan Quick.
Oh, you're thinking quick now?
Make that trade. Well,
I don't.
maybe.
Who are you giving up?
What?
Who are you giving up to get quick? He's gonna.
The Kings want their king back. They're coming for Simmons, and they're coming in hot. And the only way to make that deal happen is if a certain prodigal son returns to Philadelphia. Jeff Carter, God no, please don't make that deal. Ron Hextall, if you're listening to this, hello, first off, don't know why you're here. Welcome to the internet.
This is the wrong podcast for you.
Yeah, literally. Why'd you listen to 45 minutes of Jet Talk to make it to
He's just
one
a big
line?
fan of the Jets. He
Big
just really
fan.
likes Line.
Big fan, yeah, clearly, yeah. Don't make that trade if you're listening. Please, God, no. LA, though, they did acquire Jerome Iginla for a conditional 4th-round pick, and Iginla's wearing number 88 for the
I like
LA
that.
Kings.
He looks good in 88.
Cool. Yeah, I like it. I like it
a
too.
lot.
I like the
It's
odd
like
numbers.
Gabrick's 12, right?
You know,
Gabrick's
yeah,
12.
Gabrick's 12. Another like weird number that people got mad about was Brett Hall wore 17 forever, and then he went to Dallas and wore 22. Well, I always thought growing up, because I only saw Brett Hall wear 22. I'm like, sweet, I wear the same number as Brett Hall. That's so cool. Dad, look at me. I was about to say a real terrible trade. So, you know what? I'll say a real good trade. Columbus acquired Kyle Quincy for Dalton Prout. That's pretty neat. I'll say the Tampa one just because we're Tampa Philly because we're on it.
Yeah.
Tampa acquired Mark Streit. Hold on to your shoes, people. They acquired Mark Streit and they traded away. So Philly got Valtteri Filppula, the Valkyrian vampire. He's terrifying. For a 2017 4th-round pick and a conditional 7th-round pick
That was a smart one by the Flyers.
to acquire
Filppula.
help Filppula to help like center depth.
Yeah.
Yeah, Couture's doing at least the 3 games I've seen since he's done pretty good. Like,
Well,
Where
you
he's-
bump him down to a 3rd-line checking, and then you can actually have 2 scoring lines instead of having one
and then
checking/scoring
and
line.
because he's like the checking line though, now like man, it's just fantastic. Like he's shooting,
That would be
he's not worried about it.
the only team, other than Washington, I think Pittsburgh would be afraid to play in the playoffs.
Pittsburgh and Philly hate each other. We already know this. But even playing each other, they match up. Hold on. They match up with the offensive lines, decent. Goalies, no. Matt Murray. It's Matt Murray.
Well,
Defense, both questionable. Very questionable. Seriously questionable. I would give Pens the edge.
just because of Letang, because you
No,
have
not
one
even.
solid guy. I don't think you don't have that one solid guy.
But if everyone's healthy, I still say questionable because Philly and Pittsburgh don't. I'll say Philly has like Ghost and like Provorov and all that. Like they have guys.
Ghost has been
like,
kind of off. This
Okay,
year,
no, but even
you
like
know,
no. I'm saying like very questionable, but they both don't have the pairings. Like they can't figure out pairings at all. Like this is going for the last like 3-4 years. Yeah, I know Pittsburgh won the cup. I get it. Like they were a good team. They're a fantastic team.
Yeah.
But like that doesn't mean their pairings. Like they switched pairings a few times in playoffs too. Like
Well, yeah.
I'm sure. I don't know if you guys know.
They took Mata out of the lineup at one point. He's supposed to be like their next up and coming defenseman. He's supposed to take
and then
over
he
for
got.
Letang or
And then
whatever.
he got. Mom's? No, he had cancer, didn't he? He had like a cyst in his neck or something like that. It's terrible. Calgary got Curtis Lazar and Mike Kostka for Jyrki
Mike
Jokipaka.
Koska.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is that the
remember
guy
when
who played for the Leafs?
Yeah.
Okay,
He was
okay.
the Leafs savior for a while there.
Right with the gold. They're like, he's Thor, and I'm like, he's got blonde hair. Let's roll her back here. So they got Jyrki Jokipaka and a 2nd-round pick. I hope Lazar turns it around. Although 1 goal in like 30 games is awful.
There's only 1 point in 30 games.
1 point.
It's not a goal, it's an
What's
assist.
the point?
So 1 assist in 31 games.
And Pittsburgh picking up where they left off, getting bit parts to give these players cups. Pittsburgh acquired Frankie Corrado from Toronto for Eric Fair, Steve Alexi, and a 4th-round pick. And then, short-lived stay in Tampa. Mark Streit got traded to Pittsburgh for a 2018 4th-round pick. And while we do this, I'm just going to read something really weird. Hold on. Of course I don't have it. This is the worst podcast in the world. We already know this.
Is this the tweet that Pittsburgh put out?
No,
The
this
thank
is...
you to Tampa when Mark Streit beat them in overtime?
Oh yeah, well,
Mark
hey,
Streit scored a goal in overtime
yeah.
against Tampa.
well, credit to friend of the show Kevin. He was like, yeah, it was really emotional game for Mark Streit. He loved his time in Tampa. Here's Mark Strait's salary breakdown and how he's
It's
being
weird
paid.
now. I saw
Philly
that.
4.7%, Tampa 50, Pittsburgh 45.3.
So
Cheeky bastards, cheeky. You know
That's the way that
this
the
is
Pittsburgh
Holmgren.
does it.
Holmgren did this call for sure. He's like, nope, 4.7. They're like, he's like 3.2, and he's like, okay, hold on.
I think didn't they just match it so that it would be exactly Filppula's contract coming back?
Yeah, essentially. That's
Okay.
what it did. I was just trying to make it funny and say that he's like, oh, I used to play with McDonald. McDonald plays 47, 4.7. That's how I'm doing it. That's how I'm doing it. Apparently, Holmgren's a mob boss. The Jets made another trade. Chevy's 7th deal ever. He got rid of Drew Stafford for a 2018 conditional 6th-round pick. What's the condition? I don't know it.
It's if Boston makes the playoffs, it becomes a 5th,
Okay.
and if they go to the 2nd round, it becomes a 4th.
Oh. Okay. I only said because as you were telling me this, apparently there was a trade yesterday. Yeah, I know. Look at the look on your face.
What?
It wasn't a big one.
Obviously not.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on. Fun fact, I already knew this, but I'll read this out anyways. With the deal made after March 1st trade deadline, Gormley is ineligible to play for this team in the Stanley Cup playoffs. This is Brandon Gormley. Jersey owned his rights, and they traded him to what team?
Gormley.
Okay,
Traded
here.
him to what team?
They traded him within the conference, so East.
So East.
You know what? I'll make it
So
even
if it's-
easier. I'll make it even easier. Canadian team
Canadian team.
in the East.
So it's a team that's obviously not going to make the playoffs because they don't need them right now.
No, but
No.
they do need D. Allegedly. No, D, yeah, I'll emphasize the word D as well. Like the defense part of D.
The defense part of D.
Yeah, Canadian East team. So
Canadian
really,
East
there's
team.
3 teams.
Is it Montreal?
No,
So then it's Ottawa.
correct.
Really?
Brandon Gormley, he's back.
Back.
Oh no, wait. Has he? Yeah, he was in the FNUF. No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't because he
My
was.
bad.
He was in Arizona for the longest time because that's who drafted him.
Yeah.
Arizona, and then
Oh,
he
was
went to. Where would he go after?
Toronto. Maybe?
Toronto. I think it might have been Toronto.
Oh, God, just awful. Yeah, that's why I was like, wow, there's a trade? My God. But yeah, other than that, there's notable. Yeah, I mean, Jets got rid of Stafford, really opened up a spot for Dano came back, so
Did
that's.
you guys talk about the Boyle trade to Toronto too in the last podcast, or
Oh,
is that even up
happened
there?
right after it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Brian Boyle, clear up that 4th line. He's doing solid. He got an assist.
Well, you know what drove me crazy about that one?
Well, you heard about it all the time?
No, is the fact that Craig Button went on there after and said, do the Toronto Maple Leafs now have the best depth at center in the entire league? I'm like, no.
Okay, who's the answer to your question then? Who has the best center? Like, I'm not grilling you. I don't agree with Button. I'll go on record and say that.
I'd just
I
throw
would-
Pittsburgh out there
that's
automatically.
first
I'll
thing that came to mind. I'm like,
I'll put
well,
Washington out there just
Gino and
because.
Crosby, and then Backstrom, Kuznetsov. No, Kuznetsov's away.
No, Kuznetsov's the center.
Yes?
Yes.
Backstrom, Kuznetsov.
It doesn't even matter. You have those two guys, and it's essentially better.
Yeah, oh, it's fantastic.
You have
So,
Kadri and Bozak there. They're not that good.
yeah, so, I mean, that's that. All right, what else do we got here? I'm going down the ring. Oh, no, wait, Olli Jokinen has announced his retirement officially
Signed
today.
a one-day contract.
He did sign a one-day contract. I know, even my dog. Agrees.
He's
It's
excited.
ridiculous. I know. They're both she's. How dare you?
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. No, I don't care. What's it called? Las Vegas officially signed their first player, Reed Duke.
I meant to ask you about that because my dad wanted to know about him.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Is he great? Is
Yeah,
he good?
he's 6'1", 196, I think. Right wing. So he was originally drafted by Minnesota, I believe, 3 years ago. But then he could have re-entered the draft as an overage 19-year. Or no, he's 21. That's a lie. He would have just passed. And I guess they opted to just not sign him. And so because of that, he plays for the Brandon Weeking. That's how I know about him.
That's how I knew you'd know about him.
Yeah. And the relation to the Brandon Weekings, to those who don't know, the owner and former GM, but current owner of the Brandon Wheat Kings is Kelly McCrimmon, who is assistant GM to George McPhee in Vegas. That's the connection.
Okay.
Do
I
not
thought
be
there was something like
surprised
that.
if, honestly, I know I said this jokingly to Dan and Greg in like our group message. I would not be shocked at all if signing wise, Kelly McCrimmon, because he's owned the team for a very long time, signs Eric Fair, takes a look at Jordan Tutu maybe.
Jordan Tutu just signed a deal with Chicago.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he signed.
What
an
kind of
extension.
super fan am I? Didn't even hear about this. Really?
Yeah,
How long?
just a 1 year.
Oh, fantastic. It doesn't matter. That's awesome. Well, then he's going to look at Eric Fair, but he loves the West. But staying in Brandon, too, Cale Clegg, a defenseman who played for Team Canada,
Yes.
signed his entry-level contract with the Kings. And the Kings also signed Austin Wagner, who they drafted. I think they drafted. Yeah, they had to have drafted us. He wouldn't be able to sign him right now.
Yeah.
But Austin Wagner is, I think he's playing for the Pats right now. Yeah, he's playing for the Pats, just tearing it up. It's ridiculous. If I'm not mistaken, nope, that's a lie. There's another player on the Pats who is drafted by the Leafs who had 100 points in 59 games. Isn't that madness?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's pretty crazy. But other than that, no, it's really cool to hear about Reed Duke, especially considering he's from Brandon. Like, no, he's not from Brandon. He's from Calgary, but he plays in the Wheat Kings. Yeah, Kelly McCrimmon signed him. I thought that was pretty sweet. Disappointed it wasn't Chris Versteeg. Really disappointed. I'm really hoping for that. But any other news that you know of in the NHL?
No, there's the Eddie Lack and Bill Peters little debacle there.
I didn't hear about this.
He called him. He basically called him out,
Okay.
saying he needs to put in a better effort and just make a goddamn save. I think is what was said.
Okay, and
And apparently, it's not for his play on the ice; it's for his demeanor off the ice. How he's just he's a fun-loving guy. He's got
loves
a tattoo of a
tacos.
taco on his friggin' ankle or something. I don't know what.
oh,
it
and
is.
life is serious in Carolina.
Yeah,
Where the fans
exactly.
are hardcore.
Well, Bill Peters is a serious guy. I think that was the problem.
Oh.
And Eddie Lack is not.
Not a serious
all.
guy. But, I mean, you need those fun-loving guys in your team. Everyone does.
Yeah.
So,
You need some, but apparently it's a little too much, is what they're saying.
Oh.
Because apparently Eddie Lack's best friend in Vancouver,
editing.
his best friend is the social media guy. Was the social media guy in
Oh, for the
Vancouver?
Canucks?
Yeah, for the Canucks.
Oh, wow. So
Which
they
is
got along
it's
great.
weird, right?
Not really.
Best player, player on the team, best friend, is
Oh,
the social media guy
instead of a player.
Instead
is
of a
what you're getting
player.
at? No.
It's kind of strange.
Yeah, I
If you
guess.
ask me.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'll wrap it up by saying, well, first off, thanks for coming on the show.
No, I enjoyed my time.
I do have one more fun stat. What do you think the most wins in a season is in Columbus for a goalie? Most wins.
I saw this the other day.
Ah, so you know the answer?
31, right?
34.
34, right?
That's pretty decent.
It's not bad.
And it's not like their numbers are like
But
hokey
Brooksy
numbers.
just tied it.
Yeah.
And there's still 16
No, he
games
broke
to
it.
go.
It was 33,
Oh, he broke
sorry.
it.
So he broke it
Okay.
at 34, and at the time when he broke it, it was 18 to go.
18 to go.
So he's hopefully hits 36 at least.
You know, he
Let's
could
say
hit 40.
36. Oh, that'd be awesome. I'm just trying to downplay it. Be like,
Downplay,
guys, easy. But,
Okay, they have been kind of up and down lately, too.
Yeah.
Ever since that 17, 16 game winning streak, whatever it was.
Yeah.
They've been kind of up and down.
All right. Oh, yeah, I do have a comment from the deli here. I'll read it off. It's from Luke. Now, again, not me. Not me.
Sure.
It isn't. Not me.
Yeah,
I
sure.
swear guy. We have a couple comments, but I'm going to just read the one long comment by Luke, and then we'll close off on that. All right. So the moment one of you said Matthews or Laine winning the Calder will ruin the future discussion/competition night because you can always go back and say, yeah, well, so and so won the Calder. I thought of Ovi over Crosby, despite almost everyone considering Crosby the better player. You later touched on Ovi over Crosby, but in a different context. Winger, more points than center needed. I do realize that Ovi was also a year older. Both Matthews and Laine are the same age. They are not the same age. Matthews is a year older.
You're older, but just you missed the draft last year
days.
by 2 days?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now I totally understand when people said, Eichel couldn't hold Matthews' skates. I get it now. I'd draft Matthews over Eichel last year.
Well, you got to remember he still had a year of extra training than Eichel did in his
And
rookie
against
year.
men.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In Zurich, it wasn't that much. It's a totally different league, but you're
Yeah.
still getting used to playing against men, and he's always been a good centerman, but they said Eichel was the better centerman
Yeah.
at the time. So
All right. And second part of the comment here. As for the last time someone needed to lead by at least 10 points to win, last year. Panarin was obviously much older than any other contenders, while Ghost was sort of in between, but more understandable for a D-man, and he came from college. So it's not because of a winger center, but regardless, that stipulation does come up when a consensus deemed the variables to warrant it. In that case, near full season point per game was needed for a pro veteran, i.e. Panarin. In this case, a fairly substantial lead is expected on an account of a scoring winger role propped up by superior line mates. That's where...
You don't think Scheifele's year is
No,
better
I'm saying I
Laine
agree.
there?
Like, I just didn't think about Panarin to Laine, where it's like, if Laine is going to win, we all know he has to be, like, he has to probably have
They
around
say
7
7
goals
to 10 goals more
Yeah.
than Matthews just to win this.
because he's a scoring winger.
But it's the same thing as like Panarin to Kane last year. Kane had the best season he's ever had last year with Panarin as his winger. You think that didn't help him?
Oh, most
You
certainly.
think- so you don't like this better player argument. Like it's there, but those players are having better years as well when they're playing with Laine.
Yeah, exactly. So, but no, other than that, I got nothing else to say. You can email us at lastminutePC
What
at
aren't you gonna do
gmail.com.
Patrick's parade?
Oh my God. My
That's
God.
why I'm here.
I know. Jeez. Jeez. All right. Yeah, we couldn't go without that. Here we go. Carolina. 26th, 27th, New Jersey. 28th, Detroit. 29, Arizona. 30, Colorado.
Oh, surprise!
Colorado was 37 points.
They're going to be mathematically eliminated like right away.
They got mathematically eliminated from President's Trophy.
It was
2
like 2
goddamn
weeks
weeks ago.
ago. Yeah.
2 weeks ago.
That's brutal.
That's madness.
That's terrible.
Yeah. But you can send all your hate to us, especially Matt at, say your social insurance number. Just kidding. LastManNPC at gmail.com. LastManNPC on YouTube. LastManNPC on Twitter. And you can find us at, where is it? iTunes and wherever you find your podcast. But for episode 135, I'm Cam.
I'm Matt.
And thank you for listening to me and Matt ramble on about one single hockey game for almost a half hour.
That's
Really, I
pretty
think it was
good.
me, but that's okay.